Hey, welcome in another lesson in misunderstood words of the Bible. I'm Youth Minister Britton Lynn, joined alongside of Professor Daniel Steiner from Denver Seminary. Today we're going to talk about a word we hear a lot in the world around us, faith.
And who better to give context on the meaning of the word faith than Captain Tim Kinsella?
My name is Captain Tim Kinsella, Commanding Officer of Naval Air Station Pensacola, home of the Blue Angels and the cradle of naval aviation.
And joining Captain Tim Kinsella is the Commodore, as his name on the base.
The Commodore, Captain Scott Janik, oversees Navy flight training at NAS Pensacola.
These two men are some of the most influential officers in the Navy, but you might not realize how much their job requires faith on a day-to-day basis.
They rely heavily on each other for their jobs. So if one fails, the other fails. If one succeeds, then the other succeeds, which is why faith in each other is so important. Take a listen.
One of the neatest things that I've been able to do in my career is get launched off an aircraft carrier over 500 times. When you see that dance happen on the flight deck, you see the people involved and the equipment involved, and you're sitting up in that airplane, and you know that there is a point where everything is reliant in other people.
On the flight deck, this is your 1 minute standby.
You have to put that faith in them that they're doing their jobs correctly, that the equipment is doing its job correctly.
Every time he goes flying, he has faith that I'm going to be there in my helicopter ready to pick him up. When we're serving in the fleet, Captain Janik here, he sits in a jet and he gets shot off the front of an aircraft carrier. Well, if something wrong happens, he's stuck in the ocean. And if we're up in the Arctic Circle or if we're in the Persian Gulf, the ocean is a very unforgiving place. So who's going to come and get him out of that ocean? That's where I come in. He has faith that I, in my helicopter, I'm going to come, and my guys are trained well enough. They're going to get into the ocean. They're going to bring him back to make sure he's safe and he can go home to his family.
So that training, right, education, all that our instructors provide us, that instills a confidence in us to have faith not only in ourselves but other people. Tim and I may not know each other, but the training he's had in the Navy, the training I have had, we know that common bond and we know what to expect when we meet each other, when we interact with each other. You're sitting there one moment, ready to go, and right over 3 seconds, just shy of 200 miles per hour, you are airborne. To go through that on a personal level and see that happen and know that your life is in everyone's hands around you really drives home what faith means to me.
That faith, it's not a blind faith. It's a faith based in reason. It's the confidence that the people that you work with are going to do the job that they've been set out to do. We have faith that the young men and women, these guys and gals are only 18, 21, 22 years old, and they're fixing our aircraft. They're working on the engines, on the jets. We have faith that they're going to do it right. And it's not a blind faith. There's training, there's techniques, there's procedures that they go through to make sure that they meet the expectations that we have.